The Mystery of the Magic House.
It was summer vacation, and Gokul and Paras, two best friends, were making the most of their free time. They thought, why don't we visit our grandfather? Grandfather's house was not far, located in another town. The advantage of going there was that they didn't have to study. They spent the entire day chatting with friends and stayed up all night playing video games. Instead of eating healthy home-cooked meals, they enjoyed pizza and Pepsi. Grandparents never said no to anything they wanted. Whatever they needed was readily available. The holidays were passing by joyfully. One day, Gokul shared an interesting idea with Paras. Paras, let's go to the nearby forest. There must be something new and exciting there, Gokul said mischievously. Paras hesitated for a moment, but the thrill of adventure made him agree to the plan. All right, let's go. Who knows what we might find there, he replied. Filled with excitement, the two boys went into the forest to have fun and enjoy the thrill of adventure. They carried a backpack and a phone to take selfies. They felt happy and exhilarated, discovering new things with every step. It was a day they would always remember. As they ventured deeper into the forest, it began to rain, and they got completely drenched. Suddenly, the atmosphere changed dramatically. A flock of bats flew overhead, making the scene quite frightening. They couldn't understand the sudden change in the weather. Feeling a bit scared, Paras said nervously, "Hurry up, we need to find shelter." Amidst the heavy rain, they spotted an old wooden house, completely covered in bushes and vines. The house looked like a ruin. Gathering their courage, they decided to enter the house. The house was lit up, which made them think that someone might be living there. Their fear faded away, and they started calling out, "Is anyone here?" They slowly moved through each room, hoping to find someone. But as time passed, their fear began to return. Despite searching thoroughly, they didn't find anyone in the house. It was terrifying because the house was lit, and it couldn't have happened on its own. In one of the rooms, they spotted some books. They began looking through them, hoping to find something that could explain the situation. One of the books was titled The Mystery of the House. It said, "Those who enter this house will never leave. If you want to survive, run." Suddenly, the entire house transformed into a haunted mansion. Light started shining from behind a door, and as they approached it, they were horrified. Several ghostly faces began moving toward them. Paras shouted to Gokul, "Open the door and run." The two saw a door and, with all their strength, ran toward it. As soon as they stepped out of the house, they turned around in shock. Right before their eyes, the house began to shrink. Its walls folded inward, and the roof caved in. Within moments, the house became as small as a matchbox and, as if by magic, sank into the ground and disappeared. Suddenly, a large tree grew in the house's place, but within seconds, it began to wither. Along with it, all the trees in the forest started dying. Paras and Gokul ran with all their strength until they were finally out of the forest. After the summer vacation, they returned home, and their school started again. What happened to them in the forest that day still remains a mystery.